All right, welcome everybody to part 2. You're here on Space Galleria's YouTube channel. And this is the pretty much final dose of construction until we decide to and how we're going to put all the furniture in. You can see here that I'm doing a bang-up job at sanding this floor again. And here I am sanding the floor again. So I had to, well, I didn't have to, I just decided to get rid of the bigger tools and work with my smaller tools, something I'm a little bit more familiar with. These are, it's a lot chill. You just saw the amount of dust that was in the room with the belt sander. So we're just gonna play it easy from here on out and kind of just smoke some and keep it rocking. The amount of work this actually took to restore the floor was quite a lot, and understandably the wood's not great. It is oak wood. It's just not the best of patterns. I'm sure they saved all the nicer woods for nicer houses. Yeah, this is something that was probably built. This is the add-on to the front, so I think in the 50s, and I think they intentionally covered it up probably immediately. So here we are. I am just rocking through this. Now we're up to drywall. Keep saying we, I keep including you all into this little endeavor I'm doing. So yeah, drywall. Oh, what a mess. I tell you what, this is why I probably waited 3 years to do this little project. It's just a huge mess, as you can imagine. And so next day, yep, sanding away, all the normal things. I'm just trying to keep the dust down, so I'm utilizing the vacuum quite a bit. You will see it attached to sanders, attached to my hand here, just trying to keep the dust down. I'm literally, I have two computers running in the next room. Probably I'm smart enough to turn them off during this, but sometimes not so much. So now, next day, here we are with the primer. Finally, I get to put some paint on this. Unfortunately, it is Kills 2. Water-based primer, which is a terrible smelling primer. I am allergic to paint, and yet here I am just having to get this done. I didn't want to keep the blue ceiling and the just whatever, pink walls that they were. Ta-da! There it is, finished product. Gotta love it. And here I am just coming through with some. What I did was I took all 3 colors of my testing colors for the exterior paints. This is all interior paint, by the way, but testing colors were made in interior, and I just mixed them all together into this muddy, greenish, dark green thing. I didn't mind. I knew what I was doing. I'm going to cover it all up anyway. I ran out of paint, ridiculously enough. That's about all the paint I had, so we're not going to look up from here on out. Actually, I'm going to put in some cool things. You'll see it. But I went into Ace Hardware, and they sell gallon paints that are mist tints, and someone screwed up their tint, and it was $7.50. I think it's beautiful, considering a normal gallon of paint's $35 and even more. So yeah, granted, I can only paint this room once with this paint, and if I decide to paint it a different color or paint it again, I'm just going to have to get new paint. So now it's about this edge. I decided to do a little painting around the edge, and right now I'm just setting up the board so I can pencil it out, as you will see. and then tape it off. Okay, so also there is a little bit of an issue. I gotta wait on, this is, see this piece of wood that I'm laying down here in a pencil mark in is the actual baseboard that will be leaned up and put into the wall. So it'll all cover everything up. I still need 8 pieces of trim, 8 pieces of 1x4. So you know, life happens. It might be a couple months before we get the trim up. We'll get a good look and we'll get a good idea of what it is by the time I start doing things. But when it comes to construction, like I said in the beginning, like this is the last of the construction video, yeah, hardly. I'm gonna put some trim in. I'm gonna put all kinds of cool things in, and the next video you will see will be furnishings and soundproofing and all that jazz. Here I am. I mixed up some sawdust that I collected when, you know, sanding this floor 15 times. So I collected a jar of sawdust, and I'm taking wood glue and making a little putty. So yeah, and then I gotta chip it away with, you know, the, what do you call it? The sander, yeah, but also the chisel. Pardon me, my brain. Now I'm cleaning all this up because I tried to do a little bit of installation, and then I, you know, decided I'm gonna just get this wood done because I knew it was gonna be a stinky process. You know, I was gonna have to hit it up with some mineral spirits and then linseed oil, and then live with it, and then do it again 3 days in a row with linseed oil. So there I am going with the chisel and then some sanding, and I'm just kind of getting her down, you know. I know it's a rough floor. I'm having, you know, this is my streaming room. This isn't an elegant dining room by any means, and no one's paying me to do this. This is my building. So, you know, I'm doing a good job for sure. As you can see here, I taped up my vacuum so as not to make marks, and we are getting rid of some dust. A real important part of it is having a clean floor to start with. So here you see me just rolling with this vacuum cleaner, and yeah. So as you can tell, I'm kind of overemphasizing the vacuuming here, and I'm showing you like almost every viewpoint of it because it's very, very important. I mean, you do not want to pick up stuff in your, whether it's staining, whether it's linseed oil, whether it's anything, you just want a clean surface to deal with minimal problems. So here comes the worst part of the day. Literally putting this mineral spirits on my floor, I was thinking, oh, I made a mistake. But I certainly did not make a mistake. This is something that is super important to open up the pores of the wood and cleaning all the dust off.
Like it, I'm sorry if I keep going. In Buddhism, freaking Buddhism nerd. In Buddhism, I hate that, but it's what I do
the same thing. I just talk about psychedelics. So.
Oh yeah, get it. Here we go with the linseed oil first coat. I will probably not be showing you the other 2 coats after this. We'll just show you the final product when I'm starting to put the furniture in. So you just gonna have to be patient for that. But I'm going to tell you what, this coat looks very good. I am pleased with it. It's been a couple hours since it's been setting in, and the smell has gone away, or I have just grown accustomed to it hardcore style. I've tried to open up my windows and turn on the heater just to blow it all out, kind of dry it. So yeah, I guess this is it, baby. We'll We'll see you on the next one. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and yeah, wish me luck.